Baldur's Gate 3 nude scenes are getting Xbox players banned. The sound you'll hear is Dr. Games 101 running to his nearest GameStop. Update, Larian's looking into it. This default setting on Xbox Series consoles uploads records clips automatically. Baldur's Gate 3 has been on Xbox Series for just under a month, and while there have been a few technical issues with the RPG since arriving on the platform, none has been more far-reaching than one that sprouted up over the weekend, banning Xbox accounts that record and upload clips of sex scenes or any moments that contain nudity. This can be any scene in the game because you can remove all clothes from your party at any time. I think Dr. Games 101 just left to wait to camp outside his most closest GameStop.
Oh yeah,
News,
definitely.
news of the ban spread on Reddit with a thread by user Daddy Vegas, who posted a screenshot of 3 separate bans to the Xbox account Big Daddy LV, tied to clips of naked camp time fun. The longest of these suspensions will end on December 28, 2024. Several users have rallied around him and even reported similar issues with other games. Xbox, quote, Xbox puts a game on their console that has nudity. Also, Xbox, when someone records it, Sublime Chaos, funny how you can clip blowing up a tank or mass murdering a platoon in bunkers but not allowed to show weenies. Made that mistake with the attack on Titan game, which doesn't even have any sort of inappropriate full frontal nudity, and didn't get to appeal, so knowing that it automatically resorts to banning you instead of letting you know you should delete it, hope you get the appeal, but that really sucks. In an interview with DualShockers, Daddy Vegas explained that the clips were automatically uploaded to the public server via Xbox's settings, which resulted in the ban. The suspension is pretty thorough and fundamentally alters how someone interacts with the Xbox ecosystem. This includes revoking privileges for broadcasting, uploading clips and screenshots, creating and joining Xbox parties, editing your profile, and other communication through the platform. Daddy Vegas tells Kotaku the entire ban happened in 30 seconds with no warning or chance to correct the error and was likely implemented by a bot. Looking at Xbox's community standards, there's a section for keeping one content clean that prohibits users from sharing and distributing screenshots and clips that have mature sexual content. However, as laid out on Xbox's official website, the console's default setting is to automatically upload footage to its servers as opposed to simply saving them natively on the console's hard drive. So if you haven't gone out of your way to turn this setting off, you're basically tripping and falling into a trap of Microsoft's own making. In the DualShockers interview, Daddy Vegas said he has since turned off the automatic uploads, but didn't realize they would be uploaded where the public could see them when he recorded those scenes. He said he would understand a short term for his mistake, but the year-long suspension feels egregious. I just took a screenshot of content presented to me as designed by Larian Studios, in a game Xbox took my money for, using a feature that's literally a button for smack in the middle of the controller, he said to DualShockers. I didn't go out of my way to create adult content in an otherwise innocent game. I simply documented the content presented to me in a game very clearly rated M for nudity and strong sexual content. I feel like it's if you recorded Game of Thrones on your DVR and your cable company suspended your TV service because someone was naked in the episode. We've reached out to Larian Studios and will update the story if we hear back. For more on Baldur's Gate 3, check out Kotaku's review. Update. Larian is looking into the issue and is in talks with Microsoft about a possible solution. Director of Publishing Michael Dowse said on X, formerly Twitter, that the team has seen reports of the bans associated with uploading Baldur's Gate 3 steamy scenes and thinks they're annoying and uncool. Baldur's Gate 3 has already gotten around some of Microsoft's policies, like the Xbox Series X and S versions not having feature parity because the S doesn't support split-screen co-op. So I guess we'll see if Larian can work its way around more of Xbox's rules. So let's look at a couple of comments. Then I'll ask Dr. Game 101 what he thinks. I got an auto suspension last year because of a screenshot I took while playing the Procession to Cavalry in 2021. There was no nudity in the photo. It just said the word, it just said the F word in the on-screen text. I didn't realize any screenshots and recordings were auto-uploaded and made available to the public. I freaked out when I got a notice from Microsoft saying I had violated some kind of policy and had to dig to find out what it was. I thought someone had hacked or accessed my account at first because I didn't even play games online. I got it repealed after some back and forth with customer service, but they actually deleted the picture from my console. Deleting it from your console as well is wild.
Hmm.
Um, Someone showing there. This is how it shows up my captures. He showed up a bunch of pictures. I don't see the one in question. This is how it shows up in my captures. And when I tried download, view the forbidden image. And in Mafia 3, you go around finding Playboy magazines as collectibles. You can view them in your inventory and upload those nude images showing off your collections and get banned. So, what do you think about people getting their accounts suspended for up to a year because of something that's in Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah, that's a little stupid right there. Baldur's Gate 3 came out back, what, last year, sometime in the summertime, right?
I know. I thought it came out like around the holidays.
Okay. Well, if I recall correctly, isn't that like a rated M for mature, the game?
Yep.
Baldur's Gate 3?
Yep.
So what's the problem? Like Microsoft knew that there's gonna be nudity somehow, somewhere in that game, and especially in the last God knows how many decades, where there's mature related games that have nudity, smoking, drug related references,
Oh, you were right.
foul.
Baldur's Gate 3 came out in August. I didn't realize it was that far back.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. I always want to get the game myself, but obviously I don't have the money for it right away, and also I have other games to play. Apex Legends is one of them, so you know the deal, as always. So anyway, like what the fuck? Like you can't take. Okay, it's one thing to take pictures and leave it on your Xbox console and then it's private to yourself. But once you have that upload feature, like if you auto upload, that's where because I have that feature on my Xbox as well, which I
Yep.
did that a couple of times with which what game was called Metro Last Light Redux. They have nudity in that game. I took pictures of a topless lady in that game dancing around and shit. I didn't get banned for that. It was public too on my Xbox as of last year. But since this month, Xbox deleted all the past recordings, past screenshots I have over the last 10, 5, 7 years because they clean out their hard drives now for the sake of the new systems and all. Because every 90 days it's going to auto delete it from now on. It's just it started this January, which is right now. So you can't see that anymore. But if you were here back in December, November maybe, you'll see my past content of Metro Last Redux or Light, whatever it's called. And like I said, it's topless woman, no problem. It's like 2 or 3 pictures of that shit. And it's
Well,
public as
you
fuck.
got luck. You got lucky, basically.
Yeah, but it wasn't as popular. That's the thing, though. Metro games before Exodus and all, they were not that well mentioned until Metro Exodus. But prior to that, the other games were not as well mentioned. So, but Baldur's Gate 3 is a very popular game. That's why you got all that nudity restrictions. So, it sucks. It's like you pay for a mature game, you pay for their online services every month, including your own internet bill, and they tell you cannot upload shit to the internet or their servers or whatever because it says nudity, but you can show gore and violence on your screenshots, recordings, no problem, right? But not the nudity of a hot chick or a hot elder, what's it called, a hot like a orc or hot whatever elves, whatever you call it, That's kind of weird. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Not to mention, uh, the Xbox One. It records clips and uploads them specifically without unless you go through searching through the settings to turn it off. So it's it's not you might not have even recorded it. It might have been something that the Xbox recorded and uploaded, made the choice to upload itself.
Yeah, the default feature to auto upload your photos and screenshots and video recordings.
But the thing
And
is, I never record anything manually on Xbox One. I usually if a game clip is recorded, like when I'm playing Madden or something, the Xbox One recorded it and uploaded it itself.
yeah, it's the default feature.
Yeah. So, but I mean, now they're getting people's accounts banned, for up to a year.
Yeah, that's stupid. Xbox should know better than that. Like we're paying for these services. It's not like everything's free. It's when it was all free and it's still immature, related game, whatever. Okay, more power to Xbox to ban people, whatever. But we're paying for the servers. You can't tell us what to upload, what not to upload, and vice versa. As long as it's not hacking, no viruses, no Trojan horses to call it, whatever. That
Not
type
to
of
mention,
shit.
not to mention, this guy's Daddy Vegas said he didn't even record it himself. It was just something Xbox itself did. So, how can
Yeah,
he be? How can he be? Why should he be responsible for?
because that's his fault. He has to get rid of that setting prior to the game session.
Yeah, this is. I didn't need another reason to go back towards retro gaming, but if I needed one, I got one.
Yep, Xbox guys should know better than that by now because every Xbox you buy, especially the Xbox One, has an auto feature where it's like you auto record at certain moments of the game, and also you auto upload those recordings as well too, like screenshots, clips, and so on and so forth to the Xbox Cloud or Xbox server, whatever. So that's your fault as a player for not taking that down or change those settings. So it's up to the player to know about that. And I think they do mention that in their terms of service, where it's like you're responsible for your own recordings, you're responsible for your own um, clips and stuff, and anything that you do publicly will be considered public, and that's on your ass, you know. So
Yeah, so it sucks. But the developer said that of Baldur's Gate 3 said they're looking into it. They're talking with Xbox, so hopefully this ban gets lifted early. Um,
yeah, it costs a lot of lawsuits from different players, different gamers. Like, how dare you try to tell people like, oh, it's your fault for always uploading, always saving clips, whatever. I understand. I recall correctly, Baldur's Gate 3, that's a multiplayer game too, right?
I think it's an RPG.
Yeah, so it's public, yes. So it's kind of like, what do you like? Who are they fooling? Xbox. Like, I understand if it's a single player to multiplayer, and single player you could like download these clips, whatever, and save it to your Xbox privately and shit. Okay, no problem. But once the multiplayer hits, like you have to let people know, like, okay, turn the option off or on for public viewing of like Unity, whatever, and so on and so forth. They should have that feature every time we go online for the first time on their Xbox game or so. You know,
Right. Yeah.
that's all I got
So
to say for the banner.
yeah. So it's ridiculous. But unfortunately, if you play Baldur's Gate 3, make sure to turn off the auto upload feature for clips.
Yeah, and they should make a balance between these at fault issues. I mean that like you can't blame the entirety of the gamer for not knowing that because most gamers are not techno freaks, whatever I call. Because we're console gamers, we just want to play the game, have a good time, drink some beer with friends, and that's about it. When I into all the technicalities of like how to mod, how to download, how to install, uninstall, shit like that. Like we just want to play the game. That's all we care about.
Yeah.